My name's Derek. I'm the gym manager and head route setter at Stone Cold Climbing Gym. And bad hair makes good routes. Well, I think really the route setting starts not on the day itself, but it starts the day before. Like, a lot of people don't see that there's a lot of preparation that is involved with route setting. We have to strip the holes down off the wall. It needs to get cleaned. We need to lay it all out to dry. And then the next morning we have to put away all those holes. Then only do we actually start with the actual route setting process on the day itself. Actually, that includes what grades are going to go up on the wall, where are they going to go sometimes. Yeah, it cannot go back in the same area. People recognize it too easily.
Yeah,
it's good to have feature holes all the time, but
I guess it's geometric why people look at it.
yeah. Route setting involves carrying heavy crates out of the store. Don't do this at home, kids. It involves cutting holes back into the store. It involves carrying volumes which are bigger than my arms. You know, there's so many things that I think physically tire you. Climbing the ladder, I think if I were to count how many times I go up a ladder in a day of route setting, it's tremendous. It's probably more than 100 times up and down the ladder. It's tiring sometimes, but it's fun. The most challenging part, I think, personally, when it comes to route setting, is managing the energy level, the physical energy level. Because if I find myself too physically tired, it's harder for me to test boulders. It's harder for me to kind of determine the end grade for the boulder.
What? Easier than the purple?
Okay.
No way.
The first question we have to ask is, what if? In this case, what if Derek is a complete idiot? It's also kind of hard to think of new ideas when you're tired, when you're physically tired. I always try and save enough energy the day before and on the day of route setting to make sure that when I start the route setting day, I'm fresh. I'm able to cope with the workload. I think as head route setter, the most important thing is to create the environment for the team to work in. Making sure that they have the right tools, making sure that we've prepped everything beforehand, making sure that we create an environment where they're comfortable to work in. They have an environment where they feel like they can express themselves and express their route setting. I think that's the most important thing because really, with route setting being a collaborative process, it's very much about communication, and over the course of route setting for the past year and a bit here, I'm really proud to say that the team has really stepped it up. They've changed in so many ways. The team works very, very well together. They're incredible right now. Everybody helps each other out. Anytime anybody gets stuck, they approach each other and ask for advice, or they ask for opinion on what routes they should be putting up or what moves they should be trying to create. And then it all kind of comes together at the end, and yeah, it's a pretty rewarding process, and it's been great working with the team here, honestly.
Come on, bro.
It's not a bit far, right?
A bit far.
Yeah, a bit far. Can you move this in line?
Okay.
Move the top one in line. Move the other one in line.
Okay.
Right, fat leg.
Come on.
องมือผิดมือถูกแล้วหมดปั๊บแล้วหมด
I didn't even find, dude. I need food real quick.
My personal process when setting a boulder varies from day to day, from boulder to boulder. Sometimes I start with the angle of the wall. Sometimes I start with the hold. And then it's noticing all the little differences in the wall change angle, or maybe even putting up a volume to change that wall angle. And then sometimes starting with the shape of the hold, what's possible with that specific hold, and kind of like a little bit of everything really. I also kind of look across the board to see what routes are already up, or on the board that we set with. Like if somebody has noted down a specific style, then we try not to have the same style for every boulder in the singular set, just to make sure that there's enough variety for everything. What you're looking for is to create something that's different from everything else on the wall. It's something that you kind of like maybe not done that often or very recently. I think walking the floor for me is very much a way to just interact with customers. It's just to find out how their day went. It's find out how they're enjoying the route, and maybe even like giving them a tip or two to succeed, to finish the route. Listening to customers about what makes a route difficult for them, and maybe trying to help them work through a move that they are uncomfortable with, or something that is beyond their current ability, may help them to understand why we graded it such. Maintaining that connection is very much a part of being a gym manager, I think. Just spending the time getting to know your customers better. And I think what I'm really happy with is being able to call some of these customers friends. And the gym, the business are things that are important, of course, to Stone Goat, to the team, in terms of like having livelihood. But beyond that, the friendship will last forever, and I think that's rewarding. We've come an incredible way from when I first joined the company. The team is so well integrated and so efficient at their jobs now. Take for example, when we used to strip the wall, it would take us 4 hours to strip the wall, jet the holes, lay everything out, and now Jamie and Not do it in 2 hours. And not just do they do it in 2 hours, they're relaxed doing it. They feel like they've achieved something, and I think that is the most rewarding when I see their eyes light up. That is definitely the biggest reward by far.
Tama nga.
Been a long day. Long day.